So many important events to celebrate, and only one company's big enough to deliver them all. Here comes
your DJ has only just begun.
Me never call it crime, panacea. Me never say he locked up, no. Me never take $1 for a drink. Politicians them love actor. And the youths them I feel it, that's why me reveal it. So we live it day to day to day. This are no category, this are the real story. Sufferation stay long time away from my family, living day to day. Gotta make ends meet. Give thanks to Life Luton for represent Mindset every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. UK time. IjahStars, tell it to them. Free mind, free souls, free spirit. That's it.
I mean, be a positive people part. Drive out the car. Who am I a roll? No IjahStars. You don't know so the mindset each and every Wednesday. IjahStars, lead the people in the right way. That's how we stay. And Zabri, bam, bam, bam.
X. Tread. I ain't a treat if you not listen IjahStars. For mindset.
Rock them and crack them. You're in tune to the mindset. Let the action speak. Do something that's timeless. Rock them and crack them. Jabari representing IjahStars. You can fall.
Well, my name is Reech Stevens, and right now I want the them know say a vertical messiah scene. So lock into Mindset every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time. That scene. So you know. Let's drink to the hard-working people. Let's drink to the lowly of birth. Raise your glass to Mindset the greatest, and let's drink to the championess.
K-R-E. Hey, IjahStars. It's the mindset. Free your mind. Free your mind. Mindset. Free your mind. Free your mind. Hey, not everything that glitter is gold. Everything that's
Me I tell you, mindset.
Yeah, man, some said the rod of the wicked shall never prosper against the righteous, unless the righteous place his or her hands unto iniquity, then they too shall go down into a pit. And I say, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what tomorrow may bring. Let the people praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips. A stone is heavy, but the sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. And I say, wrath is cruel, but anger is outrageous. Who is able to stand before envy? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Cut and clear. Cut and clear. Cut and clear.
Blessed love, manners and respect. Do give thanks and praise for life. This is the Mindset program. IjahStars, I'm your host, and I'm here. It's a great honor to be here with the Honorable Muta Baruka.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man. Rastafari.
Yes, sir, give thanks. First and foremost, I want to congratulate you on your lifetime
achievement. Yeah, I repent.
Yes.
Man. But we don't get it yet.
We don't get it yet?
No, the 24th.
The mindset, thought provoking, you know. I'm your host, Honorable IjahStars, and we're there with our brand new mindset series live on the YouTube. Subscribe, IjahStars Mindset channel, YouTube. Blessed love.
Yo, IjahStars. Want them know, sir. Okay, are you the king of representing? Watch you now. IjahStars.
Tell them when I come from far, but now we are superstar. Give thanks for every day. Life for the greatest. I just star I do it. Recognize greatness. I just remember when them could wear the latest. Man could have pick up badness, but we never breed no nights. Protect the way me granny guided. She said me young early bird. Enough work if we try catch no care if I die next. I just never say we don't get no help from nobody but me face me struggle them and me carry me load. I just family never wealthy we know of it. Outside kitchen with a bun, never have no stove. All when man are sick, so me daddy gone, still have to carry on. Brother and my sister, them alone. Righteousness, that's what we learn. Yo, I just start. Watch you know, but when want see we homeless, I just start. Me know, yes. Jealousy and them eyes, them now fi say a word. I just work, them a lurk and criticize. With them energy, we wise. Think I just alone, never know say Jaja dead. Never we side, never take we serious till we grab the mic. We them no like, I just start, not just to shed in a night. Now say we no get no help from nobody but me face me struggle, them a me carry me load. I just family never wealthy, we never have it. Outside kitchen with the bun, I just never have no stove. And when man are sick, so me daddy gone. I just start, man, still I carry on. Now, righteousness, that's how we learn. No bad mind me for me on. Now, I will say, yo, I just start. Tell them man, I'm superstar. Man, I come from far. Don't breathe the rims up on the car. Now, I tell them, say, yo, righteousness, I just start. Now, on the fight with them fight, make we go on. I say we don't get no help from nobody but I just start, I just start. Tell them when I come from far. I just start, I just start.
Bitte? IjahStars, can you hear me? I'm the on mute. Can you hear me? Greetings. Can you hear me? You can hear me? You can hear me?
What the heathens do, cause Rastafari give all the guidance. I'll never say what they daddy just say. For Emperor Selassie I trust and obey. Rasta words are pure substance. I'll never go where the pagans go. Never do what the heathens do, cause Rastafari give all the guidance. I'll never say what the wicked heart say. Neither will I walk in the council no day. All the eyes be no God, so mythology and illusion I'll be always burning. Corruption and confusion will be shown in the ash bin. Can't fool the Rasta man with your false doctrine, your false teaching. Oh, what you have the respect for the King of all kings, so his name I'll be always exalting. So I'll never go with a
Pleasant good evening, good afternoon, warm welcome. That's I get with bearings in the studio, you seen? Sounds a warrior king. He's a special guest on the program today. Never go where the pagans going on. You know, say Rastafari, we're not in at that, don't it? Want to say one welcome to one and all that's joining us right now. Manners and respect. A Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, probably Sunday morning someplace. We say one welcome. I want to take the time to greet the item officially in the divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of God, light of this world, His own divine majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Father, mother of creation,
Rastafari.
King Alpha and Queen Omega. Yeah, man, beginning without end, not first without last. Yes, Empress Menen the first. Give thanks for, the balance of creation. Yes, my brothers and sisters from near and far, wherever they are them are tuned in from, warm welcome. If it's the first time they are them are join us. This is a Mindset program, IjahStars. I'm the IDM host, Zane, and I could drop a next song from Warrior King. You see me I say? Because you don't know Warrior King have a lot of songs out there. I think Warrior King probably have about 8 to 7 or 9 albums out there since the time it's been out, Zine. And I must say, it's not the first time we are going to have the Virgin on the program here, but today I think is a very special day. You see me? So we give thanks to the high presence, Zine Warrior. I know say you're up on the line and you hear me, I know. So
Rastafari, greetings.
yes.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Selassie the First, and Empress Menen. Bless the love. Greetings to everyone. IjahStars, pick up yourself. You don't know. See? Give thanks for having me. You can hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear the eye loud and clear. All right,
baby. Rastafari love.
Yes,
Pick up all kings and queens, prince and princesses, gods and goddesses, Yeah, man, bless the love.
Yes, Warrior. Great to have the eye on the program here today. You see me I say? It's a great honor. And it's always a joy for reason with Virgin like the eye. You see me I say? Because
yes.
I know the eye have so much knowledge, about life teachings and, your journey yourself through Rastafari. So, give thanks to the eye present still,
Yes, I give thanks. I give thanks. All praise to the Most High, Yes, I give thanks.
Yes, far right. There I have a new brand song out. We want to drop the song there. Zane is a song from with you and a sister. I think she's from Ghana. Zane. Song,
she's from Ghana. Her name is Miss V. Miss V is her name.
Miss V.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Miss V is her name. Royal Goddess. Big up Miss V anywhere she's in the world. In Ghana she's there right now. But bless up all the Ghanaian people, all the African people across the globe.
Yes, sir. So I could drop the song. This one is brand new from Warrior King.
African Queen, African Ayata.
Featuring Miss V.
I'll never trade you for another. Greatness runs in the DNA. Got so much love for you, my darling. When I'm with you, there's nothing missing. Love your woolly hair and your chocolate skin. Mama Africa sing.
Hello, African King. How are you? I'm feeling fine.
Legal! Drop you again!
Rastafari! King Selassie, Jah! Rastafari. Yep. Can't play them song they want,
Yeah, tell her.
Queen African Ayata.
Brand new from Warrior King.
Rich in culture. I'll never trade you for another.
Straight from outer Ghana.
For you, my darling. When I'm with you, there's nothing missing. Love your woolly hair and your chocolate skin. Mama Africa sing.
Hello, African King. How are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, African King. How are you? I am so in love with you.
Woman, me love it when you're there by me. Stay by me. Stick by me side. You got that good energy that balance me. You give me some advice. My African queen, so pure and clean. She knows how to treat her king. Intellectually keen with a good hygiene. I love you, baby.
Hello, African.
I know that kind of sound a bit rough, but it's brand new.
African queen, African ayata, essence of beauty.
Have to spread your wings, you know.
I'll never trade you for another. Greatness runs in the DNA.
Me I tell ya.
Got so much love for you, my darling. When I'm with you, there's nothing missing. Love your woolly hair and your chocolate skin, Mama Africa sing.
Hello, African king. How are you?
Oh, God.
I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello, African king. How are you? I am so in love with you.
Woman, me love it when you're there by me. Stay by me, stick by me side. You got that good energy that balance me. You give me some advice, my African queen. So
yo, this is a song for the simple entertainer. I say Reech Life Radio. Them for know.
Good hygiene, I love you, baby.
Hello, African king. How are you?
Beautiful.
I'm feeling fine. And
Brand new from Warrior King.
hello,
Featuring Miss V.
how are you?
Straight from out of Ghana.
I am so
West Coast of Africa, you know.
with you. Alright, you are my African king. Everybody knows say I crown you my king. Hey yeah, loving your black thick skin. King of the jungle, the king me I want. African king, you are so sweet. Every time I see you, then my heart skips a beat. African king, give me that heat. Hold me in your arms, yeah. Ooh, really love you, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, man, me I tell ya. Beautiful song. And I think it have that Caribbean vibe, that African vibe, that flavor to it, you know. Warrior, welcome to the program, General. Give thanks.
Rastafari, it's a pleasure and a blessing to be on the program. IjahStars. You don't know, one perfect love every time. A blessed love to everyone that's tuning in, you know. I hope you love that track, you know. It's called African Love, you know. Big up Garnic Silk, the whole Garnic Silk family, because this is the whole inspiration from, you know. And this song is all about celebrating all the beautiful kings and queens in African descent and in Africa same way, you know what I mean? Because we're royal people.
Yes, I. True, my brother. Yeah, me love the vibe. Me love the energy. As me I say a while ago, I get that sense of you know, Caribbean feel to it, and also that African vibe to it. Is it a Afrobeat song, or what type of song is it?
Well, it's a combination of Afrobeat with a reggae vibe, with a Latin type of vibe tonight, you know. Because this song produced by Crabba Genius, you know. That's a Charlie Black road manager, you know. So he produced this track, he presented the rhythm to me. Because, you know, he's a Garnic Silk fan like myself, you know, inspired by Garnic Silk. And if you notice, the chorus of Miss V sing is a flip of what Garnic Silk sings. Hello, Mama Africa, how are you?
True.
So we just flip it over and say African King. We had a collaboration, so she said, hello, African King, how are you? You know, I'm feeling fine, I hope you're fine too. So it's an Afrobeat infused with the reggae phrase night, you know, and a little Latin type of, if you hear the percussion night, you know, that type of vibes, you know. So it have multifaceted, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I can hear that steel pan drum in it also, you know.
All right, that's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. Identify night. So it have that a Trinidad vibe, the Caribbean sound.
Yeah.
It have the African feel, you know. Cause I know everything I come from Africa, so that ingredients are rich in it, you know what I mean? And it have the reggae, which reggae same way African people create reggae music, but based in Jamaica and go all over the world. Everyone love it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you say what is most important for I and I. The message remains positive. The message remains authentic and true to what I stand for as a Rastaman, you know. And we are trying to restore about the goddess and the gods in the kings and queens across the globe, you know, in the African community. That's what this song is all about, really, you know.
Me love how you put the emphasis on the message from early out. So me just want the eye to keep that in mind. You see me I say, cause I love how you put that emphasis straight away on the message. See?
Sorry, it's always about the message. always, from ever since I started, the message is what is most important. And me as a creative being, like as an artist, as a singer, my best way to express myself is through the music. So the message is always the message in the music is always most important. Very important.
Rastafari. All right, we will come back. We will come forward to this still in terms of the message, Zine. But how much meditation go round the release of the song, knowing that it have that garnet silk part to it, Zine, and also it's the month of garnet silk birth month. Was there any meditation round that?
Yeah, man, I work for meditation, man. It was strategically. If you notice, the song was released today was Sunday. It was released Friday the 9th. I know the number 9 of perfection. Garnet Silk birthday. We tried to get it out on the second or the third. I know the third was Empress Men in Earth Strong.
Yes.
You know, the goddess of creation, the mother of Rastafari culture. And so based upon the iTunes and the digital platforms, it was only available to release the 9th, which is perfect same way. Because 9 is perfection, and Garnet Silk month is April, so it's strategically planned. A lot of meditation, a lot of focus was to get the song out in this month.
Rastafari, lovely song still. And what me notice though, Zane, what me notice is when most Jamaican artists are collab with our sisters and brothers on the continent, it's never really an authentic reggae sound, then like an original reggae sound, if I can put it like that, where it's just reggae. It not have no mix of anything else. It's just raw band reggae. What the meditation around that? Is it market wise? Why most artists got away there to tap into the numbers are?
All right. For example, I'll tell you honest truth. You see, for me, I'm an ambassador of reggae music. Reggae music is what I'm known. Everybody know me as a reggae artist.
Rastafari.
So that is my preference. My best choice when I collaborate. I do any form of music, the roots music. You know what I mean? But you see, when this rhythm was given to me, my empress, who is also my manager, Leslie, and she and we got check Crab up in the hills, right? So we link Crab now. She and Crab and the empress are reason say I want a little different feel. You know what I mean? So with the same message. So immediately Crab I said, may I have something. So I said, play it for me. I'm listen it. I still feel, I reggae feel like, but it is Afrobeat. But back to the question, I say, well, for me personally, if somebody link me from Africa, now most time I collaborate with other people in a different part of the world and reggae music and a reggae beat. But coincidentally, this is what happened with this song, And true, she's a Afrobeat singer really based in Ghana. So we're saying no problem, because one thing me can assure anyone, no matter what the beat is, I try to keep it authentic in terms of the message and a true reflection of what I stand for, So I don't know why other artists maybe when they collaborate with a outside artist in terms of from a different part of Jamaica or different from Jamaica, it may be choose to be hip hop or whatever the genre may be. But I know I really have no problem once the message is positive. That's the most important thing for me. Because if I collaborate with anyone, most people look for collaboration, a reggae music, a reggae rhythm, we'll create the melodies and the music behind it. So I don't really have a problem because the message I forgot any means necessary, and I'm true to what I stand for. So it's always authentic, no matter what the vibe. So if the flow or I sing, it's still working same way. The beat different. Them like dance, so we put it on that beat and I still go.
Rastafari. I was reading my article earlier today from out of Ghana. Yeah. Zine, it's a popular high life. Some would call him a veteran, you know what I mean, in the high life in Ghana. And basically what he was saying is that Ghana seems to be putting a too much emphasis on reggae and dancehall and not putting that energy into high life. You see them thing that as a conflict with the music, knowing that reggae music is still a African music. It's African people that do the music.
Yes, well, I must say that's why in a previous conversation earlier, I said that even reggae music is same. It's from Africa because African people do it. People who are based in Jamaica, but we're African descendants. You know what I mean? So me not really see the issue, because of one people and we are creative people. We're so creative because even earlier I was watching a thing on social media. I see a Jamaican girl somewhere in Europe and she teach some European how to dance to dancehall music. So we are teachers, we are leaders in our own right, So sometimes a bit of jealousy, all them things they get in the one mix of things, but we have to just keep focused and remember that we are one people, no matter what the difference or preference that we have. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we are peculiar people, we are great people.
Rastafari, my lord, for real, yeah man. He's a great people from them time till this time, Yes. But what more ask the eye, Zine, because the eye put a lot of emphasis on the message just now, Zine, and I know the eye music is a message that I really are trying to get out there, Zine, but it's not a message where it's degrading, Zine, your sister, or you're telling your brother to go and kill their one another. That is not what the eye music represent. So my question to the eye warrior, Zine, does the eye music have any influence or power?
If my music have influence and power?
Yes, my lord.
That's most definitely. Life and death, IjahStars. Life and death is the power of the tongue. We read that in the scriptures, and we know that even without reading. You know what I mean? Words create. Look, you can't thump a man in their face. As I was reading with the bridge, you can't thump in their face, which me not go do. But me can thump in their face, and maybe if you're a week, you still feel, maybe if you're a day or maybe half a day, depends how hard the force I use and thump you. And maybe by the night evening, you remember some thump you. But I can tell you something. I can say something to you. I hurt you so much to the core that even my past and gone out of the flesh years after. Sometimes even your grandchildren still remember that because you still your son and your son will tell his children, and that remains. So my music have power. You understand? Because the words have power. Words create, words destroy. So I'm very mindful, as I said. I'm always mindful of what come out of my mouth and what I put on record and everything. It's very important. Music have power because if the music never have power, I go different places in the world, I sing the music. People request me because of the message that come, the words that come out of my mouth. So the music have power, of course, because it's inspired by His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Elizabeth the First. And just in the scripture you read, the word is like the sword. So that my real weapon as a warrior king on the battlefield. Nobody ever see me with a gun or a sword or a knife or a try fighting nobody. What me use and fight is intelligence and the words that come out of my mouth. So my music have power. That's why I'm here today talking to you. You know what I mean? Because if you're never influential, you wouldn't even have made a program because you're very peculiar with who you interview and so forth. So the music have power and positive power, make positive influence and which can make positive change. That's the type of music I do.
Rastafari. So the reasoning that we hear go out there from the other day from some artists, mainly dancehall artists, when they say that the music doesn't influence. Zine, the music doesn't influence people to do crime. And we see that the Prime Minister came out and said that the music is a part of what is fueling crime and violence in Jamaica. That is the reason why I ask you if your music have any influence in it.
Yeah, that's why I strongly disagree with the artists. Them say they're not influence. I don't agree with them because remember well, as the youth I go to school and as youth I come up in a Rastafari tradition, is the music where really draw my attention and influence me when we start even dig deep in and reading and research. When I listen to Garnic Silk, I listen to Bob Marley, I listen to Dennis Brown, Black Uhuru, I listen to Abyssinian, I listen to Sizzla, Lucian, and Capleton, all of the Anthony B, all of the great Admiral Tibet, all of them great artists where I talk about Rastafari and Africa. And the music inspire me. And the music make you put you on a med. So, you know, I will say words create and words can destroy. So whether people do it for entertainment or they just do it for recreation or they just do it for making money, the words will go out into the world. The seeds of the soil, it will go out there and bear fruits. You know what I mean? You might just do it for fun. Because when I started as an artist, I used to patronize Bounty Killer. You understand? I mean, just used to do music for the fun. But it's when I realized that words are power, words can create, and words can destroy, words can inspire, and words can change the whole world. That's when I realized, yo, see this gift that you give me, I'm going to use it for the right thing to the best of my ability. And even if one person can touch, maybe one person can change 1 million or 1 billion people's mind. So I strongly disagree with the comments that some people say, no? But I'm going to say music is the only contributing factor to the crime and violence. In Jamaica, there are many other factors, but it's one of them. And music, when I teach in our classroom, and it's restricted to about 10 students, 20 students, some cases you have 30, and even some 40, like in the Caribbean and certain parts in Africa, the classroom, them jam-packed. When an artist sing, thousands of people listen, thousands, sometimes millions of people listen, even they right now, song a play on Pandora, song a play on XM Radio, the Giant song a play on, you know, which station, you know, how much hundreds of people listen, so it's very influential. You might do it for fun, but at this time, people take it serious. The words take on the flesh. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with the Most High, and the word was the Most High, and the words take on flesh. You know, that's why we see Haile Selassie as God, because the words ever come out of their mouth, and the action, you know, it's very unique, it's very peculiar. You know, we don't say that I am chat with them type of style like His Majesty. Yeah, so words create and words destroy, man. So we have to be mindful of that. You know. That's why I try, like me as an artist, you'd never see me on stage sing and an artist up on stage sing about me have my big gun and the next artist sing about girl, you this fat and them thing and them never say about Rastafari. It's gonna look kind of stupid. So me not get myself involved in them type of setting. When I perform, if I see them type of vibes there, but just take time come off of the stage, I'm not go on it none at all. If I'm already there, you know what I mean?
Selassie.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, my lad. Yes, my sister, they all a principle within this thing. We know the music is a business, but at the same time, you know, there is certain principle that are one or dear to them lives still, you know, that carry them through for deal with music and for deal with other people and other different things. But what I see from like recent, what I get for notice is, you know, Rasta artists who probably never have nothing until them start make music that glorify His Majesty, and then probably after a couple of years, them get popular and thing, and you know what I mean, start to make some money and thing. But the message then start to become contradictory to how them start out. You feel like is complacency why we are say some of them contradictory thing that within reggae music and reggae artists, Rasta artists per se?
Well, I think it's I think that a lot to do with the type of company you keep. You know, influence again. The company you keep whisper words in your ears, say things around you, you know, so that make you lose focus on what you're really supposed to be doing, you know, because you want to be in the spotlight and you forget to say, yo, we are roots people. So sometimes, most times, if you just don't say, if you accept it, say, you might be underground, but when you're underground, the tree and the branches cannot sustain without the root. So, you know, sometimes it's just lack of focus and people not find the time again, because sometimes being an artist, sometimes you're busy doing interviews, performing, going to studio recording. Sometimes, you know, some artists don't really take the time out for discipline. Like you keep a Sabbath or you have a day, and no matter what, no matter who call, no matter how much money I want to spend, you just say, yo, I'm not doing no work to them. I say, all our vibes, read my books, meditate. You go check, you go pass through the different mansions, whether you're 12 tribe, Niceness being the Orthodox, School of Vision, Church of Haile Selassie, outside, no matter which mansion you may be, a Naya Bingi, you know, no matter which mansion you may be a part of, you have to find time for ground. ground yourself, because just like His Majesty said, to be a teacher, you have to first be in merit. You know, so for first lead, you have to follow. To be a teacher, to be a student. So they not take the time for all the vibes. So I think that is some of the things that cause some of our brothers and sisters to lose them focus. And because of the ego thing get into everything now. They sometimes don't want people to take correction from the elders, and they don't want people to listen from a youth or curriculum. You know, you feel like you know it all and nobody can talk to you. And you as a Rasta people, we have to make sure that we're always in line with the teachings of the Emperor. The teachings of the Emperor is why, you see, Bob Marley said, give us the teachings of His Majesty. I wouldn't want to be no devil philosophy. That's why most of my songs are inspired by His Majesty, if not all. You see what I say? So we always make sure if I go write a topic, we check every topic His Majesty have reason and our speeches on, you know. So you can check it and make sure you're in line before you even put out a record, you know. So them things they're important. So I think those are some of the reasons why the bridging them, the company are one of the main reasons. You have friends on you, I tell you the wrong things, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And them not tell you, say, yo, that's really the wrong. Too much yes man around a lot of the artists them. But you know, all of them are our brothers and sisters, so we have to show them love same way and hope and pray that they will find by them way, you know, because none of us are perfect at the end of the day, you know?
True. All right, my general, I want to jog the eye memory a little bit, see?
Yeah, man, jog it, man. What's up with my memories?
Shuba shuba, shuba shuba day, shuba shuba, shuba 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 day, shuba shuba, shuba shuba day, yeah. Now the real man can live without the woman. Yes, as a woman to we
The man of you me out of the boat and not the boy just a real youth. A real Rasta youth. General and other thing you better know.
The real man can live without a woman. Like night to day says a woman.
Warrior King is our special guest today.
Rastafari, bless the love. The Real Majesty.
Yes, sir.
IjahStars. 1 second, IjahStars. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
IjahStars. I want to big up all the real man and women out there. So before you play the song, I want to big up all the real men, all the real women, you know, all the real gods and goddesses, no matter which way it's forward from. You see me? Yeah, because you see, when the scripture says, honor your parents and your day shall be longer, it's not just about respecting them alone, don't be disrespectful. It's also about keeping that ancient tradition. When you honor your parents, you honor your mother and your father, because that keeps the cycle life going on. You know, recently I did a performance for some people, and when I was singing this song in particular, there's a line in the song. You reach it at the end of the first verse. They wanted me to sing a different. They wanted me to say something different, and I said, no way. You know my song before you call me for your program. Mm-hmm. You understand? You know my song before you call me for your program. So don't ever change our lyrics to suit nothing, because this is what I stand for and this is what I represent. So big up all the real kings and queens out there, all the goddesses and goddesses, all the princes and princesses. See? Yeah, man, the emperor and empress same way. Bless the love, man. Rastafari. Play the big song.
May I tell you? Legendary song. Let's go.
Now, the real man can live without a woman. Like night to day, says a woman to her man. She's essential to his purpose and his mission.
May I tell you?
A good woman is a glory to her man. She'll never take the power, she'll just make him.
She'll never take the power.
Man as a virtuous woman. Woman, you say you love.
Woman, you say you love.
You never leave me alone.
You never leave me alone.
You always be there for me.
Always be there for me.
Drop you again.
We love.
The real man can live without a woman. Like night to day, says a woman to her man. She's essential to his purpose and his mission. A good woman is a glory to her man. She'll never take the power, she'll just make him a better man. Every great man has a virtuous woman. Woman, you say you love me. You never leave me lonely. You always be there for me.
part of your plan. I leave my mom and dad, find a woman and be one. With a woman I make my bond, perfect combination. I am a black man, so I love me black woman. Woman, I give me this sweet, sweet love. Oh, any time of day, yeah, lots of kisses and hugs. Oh, I know you burn out some legal!
Drop you again!
Yeah, tell her.
Yo,
Warrior.
Yo, you cannot shoot is an offense, but not a sin. But you see, we never advocate no violence against no one, but you see, we say it in some simple, intelligent way. You know, cause we have to keep creation, that's our duty. To keep things normalized and keep it balanced, you know? That's the thing. Yes.
Rastafari. Yes, Warrior. And
forever.
large up there itself also for make them type of song, yeah, is a legendary song. It's not a normal song. Zane. This song, does this song create a lot of backlash for the eye? Because I remember before, was this song the first song the eye put out? Or the eye put out something before?
No, this was the first song I released as Warrior King. Because, you know, before I didn't name Bunty Jr., I didn't do any recording under that name. And Junior King, Junior Kid, I didn't do any recording under that name. Junior King now. I used to do a duo where I recorded a song with a youth named Liquor Black now called Persistence. So we love to see the girls wherever we go. I recorded that song for Cockatoo named Enough of Them Are Evil. But they weren't released officially. So this is really my real official release under the name Warrior King, you know? So, you know, it's a very lyrical song, a very powerful song. And without His Majesty, this song wouldn't be possible because this song even, and I'm not of myself because this song is a divine inspiration. A lot of time me myself listening to it and say, wow, you know, look at the words which I write on the table of my heart, you know, so we give thanks to be the instrument to bring forward this message to the world and to the nation all around the globe.
Rastafari. Yes, I.
Backlashes now. You talk about backlashes, and yes, you know, because of this song, sometimes they try to silence the voice of the truth, you know. So we go through a lot of things, you know. Maybe we're not going to talk about it right now, but the places we go and people, you know, want to change up certain things and don't sing the song. And I may say, oh, I'm going to perform and don't sing the song what make me who I am. You know, I cannot do that, you know. And before I don't do that, I rather not be a part of what you're doing, you know, because you know, them say if you love the cow, you have to accept the calf, you know. So my music is like my children, them. So all of my songs, I love them dearly, and each of them were inspired for different reasons. So you know, a lot of backlashes, but we give thanks to Jah. You know, one door closed and many more opens, you know. So Jah is real, and my conviction and my faith that I have in His Imperial Majesty has kept me grounded, kept me rooted, you know, and I give thanks, you know, to all the people who have contributed and play a part in my upbringing. Give thanks to my parents, give thanks to all the good friends, you know, give thanks to the Empress, you know, give thanks to everyone, you know. Even the same way, you know. I see a Mota Baruka coming on the program next, and I must say enough respect to Mota Baruka because this song, I got inspiration from an article that came out in the paper too. It was one of the inspiration of this song because Mota Baruka and IjahStars, I think they had a conversation. I don't remember everything that they were saying, but the reason was about who is a virtuous woman. A man I say, yo, a virtuous woman is a woman who never have sex before. You have to be a virgin, you know? And a man I say, a virtuous woman is a woman who just never have more than one king man, you know? But Mota Baruka and IjahStars dispel that because the virtue of a woman lies in her character. Because a woman can be a good woman in being bad experiences with men who are really mean and many good and use them to move forward because, you know, she look for a balance in her life with a king so she can grow her family and they happen, you know what I mean? So the virtue of a woman lies in her character, you know, and this song really inspired by the teachings of Marcus Garvey because I was reading the philosophies and opinion of Marcus Garvey because Garvey was the one who said no real man can live without a woman like 90 days woman to a man. If you read the philosophies and opinion, first couple pages, you might talk about man and woman situation, love or something like that.
Yes,
if you read it, you see where the inspiration come from. Reading the scriptures also, we talk about the virtuous woman, her price is far above rubies and diamonds and pearl and things. So a lot of things inspire the song, the whole Adam and Eve story, where they blame the woman for the sins of the world. Well, if you get a certain instruction, and me get a certain instruction, and you disobey and me start do. I can't blame you for my misfortune, I have to blame myself. So, you know, we try to make them think the balance with everything. His Majesty was crowned on the 2nd of November 1930. And the thing about it that make it historical and prophetical is that His Majesty was not crowned by himself alone. He was also crowned with the royal goddesses, Empress Menin, you know, Wazira Menin. You know, so normally the Ethiopian emperors, when they are being crowned, anointed by the priests, you know, and all the whole ceremony, it's like them alone and the Empress maybe 3 days after, or a week after most times. But His Majesty ensured that his queen was crowned on the same day, and also was himself to get the blessing on the same day too. So a lot that shows His Majesty this come shows the balance, the family is important. The woman is very essential in the whole movement. So she was also the ruler of Ethiopia, just like the king. Because I remember even during the Italian invasion, you know, she there governed things when His Majesty have focused on get some things done. You know, so I read all them things in her autobiography. So, you know, it's very blessing to Empress Menin and blessing to all the goddesses and the gods out there, the kings and queens. So them type of vibration inspired this song. And I must say it's divine. So when we write a song all the time, we also have to make the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable. So, you know, we make sure the words are in line, because I don't want 20 years down the line or 30 years down the line, I regret about the words that I say out of my mouth, you know. So this song, 20 years now since I get the break. This year is 20 years since Warrior King came on the scene. And this song is brand new. Anyone who goes and sing it, it's like it's brand new. It can't, 20 years today. And I'm going to say 20 years it released. It was recorded before 20 years, you know. But 20 years since it was released. So, and 20 years I get the break. So I give thanks to be alive and well and doing my father's work and my mother's work to the best of my ability.
Rastafari.
Yes, sir.
Yes, warrior. From all right, what did I reason the other day? Zane lost, I think it was the last strong. And
yes.
The I was saying, yes, my general, may I deal with it right now, Zane. The I was saying that it's like there's an imbalance, Zane, within
yes, sir.
society. How man deal with the woman them, because we see something that it seems like it's a trend now where a lot of women we see are get murdered. Zane, I was speaking about the imbalance wherein is just one's just highlight Haile Selassie and not highlighting Empress Menin. It's more just the king, and you know as I emphasized a while ago, the king crowned with the queen. You understand?
Yes, very, very important.
So let's expound some more pan.
Yes. What I was saying is that within the whole realm of the creator, you know, I think where the breakdown in our society and the family and everything, really, the issue where create the problem where we know in Jamaica and all around the world is because when people talk about God, the Father, they forget to mention about God. If you can't have a father without a mother, you cannot have a mother without a father.
True.
You cannot have a child or children without both coming together, you know?
Natural.
So we talk about God the Father, we have to talk about God the Mother also. It's a balance, you know?
True.
You know, I love my father, I also love my mother, you know? Yeah, and mother, sometimes mothers play some very crucial and vital roles in the life of the children, you know? Most times. You know what I mean? So I think here is where I break down, no matter which religion or which spiritual movement. You see, when you left out the woman, because even within the Rastafari community, I just recently now, you know, when you always hear even Mutabaruka emphasize something with the woman, the goddess, you know? So I recently know one time, even within the Rastafari gathering, it's like the woman would keep silent and just say, man alone attack. Or if you have some gathering that just say, man, and you say, where are the females? And sometimes some of the females have some very crucial things to say. So now, which I'm very happy for what I see now, Empress Menin Earthstrong gone the other day, you know, I'm going to see like them have webinars and seminars. I talk about Empress Menin life, you know, from she a child coming up, how she meet His Majesty. I know she have 4 children before she married to the king. You know, she married about 3 times. Them things they weren't expounded upon a lot, you know. So it's great to see the balance now, you know. Yes, so I think more of that needs to be done in different parts of society. Like if you're a Christian or you're Muslim or whatever religion you might embrace, if you talk about the creator in a masculine form, you have to also acknowledge the feminine aspect. Everything is a balance, you know. If you go, you have the male goat and the female, the cow, balance, male and female, you know, everything, even the tree, sometimes you have the balance of that same way, you know what I mean? So we have to balance the creator, the sun, the moon, the sun and the moon, you know, the sun will by day, the moon by night. So it's always a balance, you know, and I think His Majesty have a speech and say women should play equal roles in our day-to-day activities. So it's a balance of creation, you know. So we need to emphasize that and start teaching to the youth them so the youth them can pass it on to subsequent generation. And that will help in the change and more respect. You know? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I mean, always where they are saying.
Story. Yeah, because me personally, I watch some documentaries and sometimes, you know, Shaggy have a song I like. One of my favorite Shaggy songs, I don't know if you know it, IjahStars sing a song about I wonder if God was a woman. You know that song? Remember that line? You know that song? I see that smile upon her face. You know that? A strength of a woman. That song is a very powerful song. You know, even the song you played a while ago with me is the same at the balance of creation we come to bring forward, you know? Yeah. King and Queen, God and Goddess. So if you talk about God the Father, you have also mentioned the woman, the female, the feminine aspect of the creator. You know, so the Rasta man talk about His Majesty, you have to endorse Empress Menen because she was like his advisor. She was the people in Ethiopia loved her and around the world. You know, when she got Jerusalem before the war, them people say she's the second Queen of Sheba. You know, because there was no other Ethiopian woman that even though you have Zaditi who ruled before His Majesty and Titu was Empress Menelik's wife, she was the only one who, after from Queen of Sheba, she was the only one to go to Jerusalem and she built churches and she do a lot there for a lot of Ethiopian people and people of Jerusalem love her. When she got Jerusalem, about 50,000 people came out just to see her to show you how powerful she is. You know what I mean?
Rastafari. So that's
so the violence. So the violence against women, you know, I don't support them thing there. Man, I kill a man and just recently them couldn't find a school teacher in Jamaica and them speculated they found a body, I think a couple of days ago, and when they find the body, the spot where they find the body, the head over here, so the hand over there, so the foot over different, that the news I say, I say, wow, what kind of heart a man would have to do that? You know, some man kill all himself, and in a Trinidad the other day, I think a man catch his wife, see a video of his wife, I circulate on social media, and she must have done some things where mash him up and throw cursing like by himself. You have some man that throw gasoline for a woman in Jamaica and want to light them and people have to save. So I don't know what caused that, you know, they have to respect the woman, you know. They have to respect the woman, they have to respect the goddess them, you know. We have to see ourselves as gods and goddesses and treat our one in that manner, you know what I mean? So I think them things that cause a breakdown in society, which is family structure is very important. But with all the teachings what they are teaching through the media and the schools now, certain things that they might implement, I don't really agree with it. You know, but what I do, you know, I just try to live an exemplary life. And I say I'm perfect, you know, but we try our best, you know, to be a good father, a good king, a good husband to my wife, you know, and a good person in the world, same way. So we lead by example, and that's the best way to do it, you know?
Yes, I true. I just want to take one of the questions out of the chat room. I want to large up everyone within the chat room, yes, sir, on the platform.
Yeah, big up the chat room, big up.
Yes, sir. Manners and respect. Ras
you can see me clear. The light in the background now. You can't see me clearly?
Yeah, we can see it clearly, but most time with the video now run perfectly still, but everything balanced, you know what I mean? You know, everything balanced.
My apologies about that. My apologies. Because I know me at the countryside, so most
True.
time, you know, the Wi-Fi signal kind of up and down. And through the weather, we get a whole lot of rain from there, so I don't know if that have something to do with the signal. But you can hear me clearly, right?
Yeah, man, we can hear you loud and clear, my lad. Yes, I give thanks for that.
Okay. Melody in our voice. Melody, make the music nice. Tell me you're my sound, you're my loud and clear. I just start, tell me you're my sound, with a fire and near. What's the question?
Rastafari. Rasmaisha said, after malpractice, number one killer is abortion, not black man. And black man murder, but black abortion. This is something to be spoken on. So, basically what the Virgin has said, you know, abortion is also, you know, a big killer of black woman also.
Yeah, yes, man, definitely, man. 'Cause if my mother had take abortion, I wouldn't be here, you know, doing what I'm doing. So I give thanks to mama. You know, she could have thrown me overboard, but she did not. So maximum respect to my mother and all the women that carry them children or them child, you know. So, you know, we don't really support them thing, abortion thing, you know. We don't really support it. I don't support it, you know. If you go to a man and you have consensual sex with them, or you're your king man or your husband or your boyfriend, and you come, I think you should bear the responsibility for your actions, you know what I mean?
True.
Definitely.
True.
Yes. So,
Rastafari.
so in answer to that question, I'm going to tell you, you know, Rasta man, I really support them today from ever since. Cause I life we are doing. So anything that's against life, you know, we are not with that, you know what I mean? Yes.
None at all.
No. Yes. Thanks for the question, by the way, though.
Yes, I. All right, warrior. I think today is the memorial of the Coral Garden massacre. How that stand with the eye?
Yeah.
You know, the Coral Garden massacre. It, you know, from 1963, you know, 2021.
Yeah, man, 1963. That's before his master came to Jamaica. Well, we know the history of that because, you know, I was on Martin McPlano. You know, I'm a student of Martin McPlano. He was the one, along with Jalad, who shared the whole history of the Coral Garden incident that took place in Montego Bay, at the western side of the island, where Rastas were brutalized and murdered. You know what I mean? So we know the history of that, you know, under the government of the Jamaica Labour Party, which we now get political, you know, this reason, you know, because, you know, because we know, so at the time, Buster Manty was the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and because I think a situation happened where some people who them thought were Rasta did something and must have burned on a gas station or something happened and some shooting things. So the government, without even question, they said bringing the Rasta man dead or alive. You know what I mean? Who can hold in the prison, put them somewhere, you know, so the graveyard. You know what I mean? So that's atrocity. So we call it Bad Friday. You know, the Rasta community call it Bad Friday. You know, so that was very that was a cruel event. You know, we grow past that now in terms of we have overcome and we have become stronger than before, even after the atrocities that they have done to us, you know. So I think recently Jamaica Labour Right Party under the government of Andrew Holness, they made an apology to Babsy Grinch. They make an apology to the Rastafari community. And I saw where, I don't know, but I saw where in the media, the community was given compensation. I don't remember the figure, but a couple millions of dollars they were given.
Was 10 million.
People who were affected by the whole city. Yeah, 10 million. Yeah, I'm never sure, but I know that the figure was in my head. It was $10 million that the government gave to the community for people who were affected. So most of them are elders now. Some of them not even living now. You know, but we give thanks to that gesture, but still it can't bring back life and the wickedness that was done. So it's something that we have to celebrate every year, this time of year, because if I remember the youth them who come up, who don't know, have the knowledge of it, to know that it took place. So if we be mindful that we were once, well, you know, we were, you know, the same way them say, the stone that the builder refused become the kind of the building. You know, we were the stone that the builder refused, we were abused, you know, we were misused, and now we're the leader of the world, we're the lights of the world. You know, everybody look to us for leadership and for the way, because especially in the time that we're living in with the pandemic and all them things, you know, people look to the Rastafari community for leadership. So sometimes you see some Rastafari brethren and sisters maybe behave some way. It's not good for the community. But people who know what Rastafari is all about, his Imperial Majesty, know that a true Rastafari brethren and sister is supposed to stand for have a certain standard and principle, you know, of fullness that they're supposed to abide by and live up for, you know what I mean? So the Coral Garden incident, I'm going to say we overcome it today, but we haven't forgotten. You know, as his mother said, we forgive, but we never forget, you know? Just like in Italian invasion, you know, they were forgiving, you know, but we haven't forget what happened. So that's why every year we celebrate, so people can remember what happened. So, you know, it will never happen again.
Rastafari. Yes, my lad.
His Majesty.
Yes, far right. I have about 2 questions for the eye, Bobo. Saying,
yeah, man, no problem.
We, you know, the eye said some serious thing a while ago. But we see what are the thoughts on Burning Spear? Because I see Burning Spear publicized that he took the vaccine the other day. You know, what are your thoughts on that? Would I take the vaccine if it was something that would make you go and perform or go on tours? You know, would that? Or you see?
Like, tell you honest truth. Me personally, not this is me personally.
Yeah.
I talk on behalf of my queen and my youths them. Before me take the vaccine right now, I tell you the truth, rather we don't plan say for farming, for something else, for investing and do some other things or do it, you know what I mean? So Burning Spear is an ancient we look up to and respect and still respect, you know, even though he made a decision to take it, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm on temple, I'm on body, a film own, a her own. So everybody have the right to do what they choose or pleases. But
true,
we are Rastafari from ever since you know as Rastafari, the type of vaccine and you know the history of the vaccination and so much books have come out with the vaccination and the detriment that it has on the human body after a while, you know, and some of the things that cause, especially like the youths and now youth were just born with type of sickness and all things. So I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time, Burning Spear, but now go kill him just for that. That's a mistake or his personal choice still, you know. But why? It kind of shape me up. The thing was shape still. Let me see my advertise it also. I know so next time take it in private and him take it and say, all right, I take it because him having reasons. But we see him do a jingle. I can't even sing the jingle. Him say, hey, join the line and be patient. Join the box, take the vaccine and be safe. You know, remember to wear your mask. Me watch it over and over. It's like, and he was injected by the army. So it's a thing where kind of, because I'm going to inspire me so much. You know, because his wife managed him and my wife managed me. So I always try to patronize a lot from him, you know. So it was a shape me up, you know, shape me up. But because you still have some set of Rastafari sister and brethren that said they might take the vaccine. But for me personally, I no matter if we can't travel for the skull today and maybe do some virtual shows or you know, because this are the thing that you know, people contact me for virtual shows. So if I saw me for make an income through music or so, you know what I mean? And by sales of songs or so, but I think I personally not gonna take the vaccine. I not see that possible right now, you know, for me. That's for me, you know, that's for me personal. See?
Yes, I. And
yeah.
Cause that stance where I take that serious stance, Zane, and you know, even recent, you know, one of the second condolence to DMX family and
yes.
fans and
yes.
friends worldwide. You know, we recently saw that it's a possibility that it might have been the vaccine that create a blood clot and triggered.
So he took the vaccine?
That is the narrative that we see going out there right now.
Can we see the former prime minister that I'm schooling took the vaccine too? And couple days, when he want to take the vaccine, he walk stealthy and strong and healthy. And then after a while, I see on the news, Bruce Cole in the hospital. And next meet a personality who took the vaccine a couple of days as it come, and me see my walk good and laugh and smile, and then a couple of days I end up in the hospital. So them like a thing they know, and when me see with the government now, I say, yo, if you take the vaccine, you can't even sue the pharmaceutical people, the people that will create it, you cannot sue them. So that so me see so much, for me, I see too much red flags to me take this. Me can a long list. You understand? A long list of things where we observe, because you know we have to observe, you know, and use wisdom, a wise mind, you know. So there's so much red flags with me personally, so I wouldn't take it, you know. Definitely. Coming not to even dig the normal vaccine them. Although me get all of my vaccine, because I tell you, my mother was a retired nurse, and through, you know, we are no mother roof, so we get all our vaccines at home. You know, but them vaccines that were them back in the day kind of different than the one that with my create now. Not saying that them one never detrimental.
Yeah.
But you know, them one are even more detrimental, you know, because the more system that with that rules more promote death and population control and all them things, you know. We see them things then we can't play like we're blind and we're stupid, but we see all the signs and we see all the reality that's going on, you know. So that is just my personal view. I can't speak for no one else, but me personally, I can speak for myself and my family. You know, I know most Rastafari brethren and sisters, you know, share the same sentiments. Wrong or right?
True.
Yes. Yes.
But before the I go, Zane, I was doing some research on the I differently still, for today, and
Yes.
I come across where where the I said, boy, you know, you spend some time at Bobo Hill. And I watch a lot of interview with the I, but I never really hear you expound on that journey. You know, you just touch it and go through. So could the I, freely, give you a little bit more in depth on that journey?
That journey.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, at that time, you know, we're young. We're still young, still, but them time we're youth, you know, in our teens. And, you know, we yearning to learn about His Majesty and the whole Pan-African movement and the whole, to know about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, through, when me as a youth, from I go to school, if I go take up a tradition or I go do something, want to know as much information about it as possible. So, you know, we are listening to Caesar, Anthony B, Capleton. In our time when we are forward, they were popular, you know, in terms of them we are listening, you know, and Bobo Hill and the whole discipline and principle. So we find ourselves at Bobo Hill, you know, we find ourselves up at Bobo Shanty Hill, and it was a great experience. I get a lot of blessing when I went there, you know, because we have a virgin named Bobo God. He was the one who really invited myself. I went there for my first, and the next time I went, I carried some virgin, so I did it for a little while. You know, and the principle and the discipline we learn about Prince Emmanuel, we learn about Marcus Garvey, and we learn about the Trinity there, you know, with Marcus Garvey, Prince Emmanuel and His Imperial Majesty, and we learn the discipline, the sabbatical order. There's a lot of things we learn when a woman I say her cycle, and with so much things we learn, and the discipline when you go to the gate, you have to remove all your kinds or certain things out of your pocket and look to the east and block the reverence. So when we first experienced that, I said, wow, I never experienced this before, you know? So them thing there was very amusing and inspirational at the same time. And, you know, that's the discipline of the sitting and brushing them up in the hill was very remarkable. So that's why I when we go up on an interview, and maybe that was one of the reasons I always have a tam, or I always have a hat, so that principle is still stuck with me up to this day. You know, everything that I learned up there. You know what I mean? IjahStars.
Yes, I.
And, you know, in the beginning time, it's like when I set up Rastafari, you know, I set up Farai and the whole movement. My mother never understand it, so she gave me a really rough time. So sometimes I find myself out of the house. So that was a place where I go for like, what I call now?
Refuge.
We're in exile, in a sense, you know? I find refuge in a Bobo Hill. So me know all the principles, the different colors they wear every day. Cause to that Sunday, which color is me about? Red, right?
Red, yeah.
You know, yes. So me know the whole. I know all the principles. And as a matter of fact, to take it on a different level too, I have been around all. I don't think there's a mansion or a house or Rastafari that I have never been there for a while and studied. I've been to Bobo Shanty, one of the first mansion that I ever visited. You know. I'm gonna say a virgin named Bobo God, who is a priest now. When I went there, he was a gunman. I tell you, from Waterford I come from. Me know him as a shatter. I grew up with him, man. And me tell him about Rastafari, and then make a move and go Bobo Hill because I have that yearning there for learn. And now he's a priest, and he invited me up there when he was a prophet. So we know the whole ritual, the whole regulation, the whole principles that they have there, the whole celebration and the whole thing. It was very, I think. It's like me go there and get a baptism. So it kind of revived me. The first time I met Sizzler in person, I met him in Bobo Hill because me go, the second time on my second journey there, I went with some of my brethren because me go back to Waterford and I say, yo, some of the Rastas them on the and them talk about Rastafari, but they never been to any of the mansion. So I say, yo, come on, we go see it because the vibe royal, you know, royal vibe, and the feel powerful, you know. We get digging our Bible more and certain things. And I remember a time we go up there and one of my brethren them have his shirt out and pants. And we see Caesar come and say, put your shirt in your pocket, you know? And I find it very, discipline is remarkable, you know? That discipline, royal, priestical tradition, where up to this day, you know, yeah, maximum salutation. In my father's house, there are many mansions. And I'm telling you, so we journey to even the 12 tribe of Israel. The 12 tribe of Israel, I've been there. I'm a member, as a matter of fact, I'm a member of all the mansions. You know, so when me come on a platform, even though I might belong to a particular house, you know, but at the same time, when me come on a platform, I represent all mansion of Rastafari. I'm a Bobo Shanty, I'm Orthodox, World the Mirror, I'm a baptismal name. I'm a member of the 12 tribe of Israel. I'm a member of the School of Vision. I'm a member of the Church of Ali Selassie I. I'm a member of the Naya Bingi House. I'm a member of the House of Dread. And if you name it, I'm a member of all of them. I have studied with all of them. You know, I think that made me special in a sense, because I don't know if every artist or every Rastafari, brethren and sister, take the time out. I take my time out. And this is not because I do this even before I get the break. You understand? I've been to all the mansions. And up to today, I make contributions, even financial contribution to every mansion, even though it's not something that I publicize, you know, because if me go and paint the church and stuff out, me not talk about them things because them say when you do good, you have to just do it in silent and just reward it openly. You understand?
Lord. Yes,
so we go 12 tribe of Israel. We go 12 tribe of Israel. We go 12 tribe of Israel. When we learn, they tell about the tribes, the Judah, you know, because them say that come from tribe of Judah. Sometimes some people say IjahStars. You learn about the 12 tribes, you know, and you know, 13 tribes, because you have Dinah as a female. You learn about the chapter they're reading, which that was very fundamental in my growth and my development. You go Naya Bingi, you know, a straight fire, you dead white and black oppressors, you know, you understand? So you get the fire teaching, you get the principle and enough reasoning, you know, enough heights of reasoning, you know, and the very, when you come to word sound, the very words are power. So like I'm gonna say dedicate, you know, livicate. So you learn how to use words and more reasoning and stick to I Selassie the first, you know, Empress Manin. When you go like School of Vision, you know about the School of Vision, right? IjahStars?
Yes,
IjahStars?
Yes, I.
The School of Vision that Dermot Fagan is the leader of that organization of a Blue Mountain. So them do baptism in His Majesty name. You have to keep one queen and their tradition is like them up in the hill and they're going to be like chariots of fire going to come and take them to a different place from out all this thing and them aware about the mark of the beast and the world chip. So I know them are burn the fire upon the vaccine out up there. So when they learn that tradition up there, we'll go to the Church of Ali Selassie on Oxford Street. Abona Fox is the head of the organization who recently passed away, I think sometime late last year, you know. And you know, the Church of Ali Selassie, as a Rastafarian, you can be married there. The funeral service can be conducted in the name of Ali Selassie. You know, it's similar to the Orthodox Church, you know, but it's Imperial Majesty. You have the Tabot there, replica of the Ark of the Covenant. So that, and you have branches different parts of the world. And all the different mansions that I've mentioned, you have branches all over the place. So we go amongst all of the mansions, them. I don't know, every leader of every mansion know me. I'm going to tell you, say, I'm a student of Martin Plan, of Jalai, all of them. So me as a little youth, I sit down with some, from me, 13, 14, 15, I sit down with some man who could remember my grandfather, my father, you know, and them I share knowledge because he's a very inquisitive youth. So I ask a lot of questions. I always make a book, some writings, and them tell me to read and we get the utterances of His Majesty, philosophies and opinion of Marcus Garvey. I get all the books of Marcus Garvey published. We get almost all of them I read and all the teachings of His Majesty. We try most of them even quote them in my head. You know, like when we talk about the Bible, we talk about the church, and talk about so many different things. I quote some of them, so I always have them like guidance. I'm writing them on the table of my art. So to me, that I feel special, I feel privileged, I feel honored to know that I touch base with every mansion. So I'm kind of all rounded. So when I see a Bobo Shanty, I see a Naya Bingi, I see a 12 child virgin or sister, I see an Orthodox person, you know, in my father's house, I'm in the mansion. I know all the ritual, all the rule and regulation. I know how they should conduct themselves. So when me see a Bobo man, I conduct himself in a certain way. I know say he never go Bobo Illet. I have never a clue. He maybe wrap him turban because Sizzler I keep it and popularize it, and it was a follow style. So I know all the rules. I did remember all of them for a while. So I know all the rules and regulations and rituals and all the principles. You know all the discipline itself and the different teachings and the different important doctrines that come along with it, you know, which all of them are important because when we put all of them together, it's like a powerhouse, you know. You understand? It's like the Transformers.
Yes, sir.
You know the Transformers, right?
Yeah,
you know
man.
the cartoon, the Transformers.
Yeah,
so
man.
with all of them, the different parts, when them come together,
Eh?
It's a massive thing.
It's that, you know, when all of yes, that if the Rastafari movement, to me, like His Majesty, we have to overcome our petty differences in the quest of royal boys. You see, if we come together with all of them strengths, because every one of them, me see strengths and weaknesses, honestly speaking.
Yes,
I see
sir.
strengths and weaknesses, but if all of us, if them come together like this, there's no obstacle that we can overcome. I'm going to tell you, so would that be a force, a stronger force that we reckon with in the world. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying, but that's it, you know?
Yeah, man, make a lot of sense, my lad. Make a lot of sense. The final question I want to ask there before we seal up. Could I describe the I as a reggae artist? Because we know you sing reggae, Zane, and we touched upon this earlier before. Zane. But would saying that the I is a reggae artist, would that be putting the I in a box? Because we know a lot of artists them say, boy, them a musician and they make music. You know what I mean? When you see artists cross over, probably, hip hop, or they cross over on the R&B, or they probably cross over on the Afrobeat, you know what I mean? They tend to say, boy, music me do, and you know what I mean? But really and truly, we know you as a reggae artist, and we know you as a dancehall artist. So, would that be putting...
I would be offended by that, because I'm good with that. I'm a reggae artist. I see myself as a reggae artist, kind of born in Jamaica, and that's a genre that I grew up come see, dancehall reggae. But me, I'm more reggae, kind of more I'm more roots, you know. That don't mean that say if you sell me an Afrobeat rhythm or you sell me a whatever rhythm, I will do it. But my preference is reggae music, you know, because on the reggae music rhythm, I think I can express myself better with the more soulfulness, you know. So I see myself as a reggae artist, but first and foremost, we can say I see myself as a Rasta man, you know, Rastafari, a son of His Majesty, His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Selassie I and Empress Menin, you know. So I say as a Haile Selassie or some Rastafari, but you know, Haile Selassie, the new name we talk about. So I see myself as a Haile Selassie, you know, as Haile Selassie's son, you know, yes, and Empress Menin's son. So that's royalty, you know, music. I express myself through music, right? Because from me go school, I used to write love letters, you know. I used to write letters like we have classmate, him see that girl him like, and he maybe can't express him true feelings, but he will tell me how he feel about her, and me will be the one to write a letter. You know, me kind of get good educational background through my mother and my parents, you know, my mother especially because I grew up most with my mom. And used to write love letters and I make a change too. And they used to give me a thing when I could buy lunch and things. So I write love and tell me how I feel about her. I look on the girl when I tell me about, and I just put the words them together, a nice composition, and put his name on it like I him write it. And I mean, we can't go give her to say, you know, my brother, so him shy, but him like you. So him send this letter. Because before email and thing, they so popular. We used to write letters. So me used to write letters and I see up to today, I see them married. I see people married, I do them things far. And I mean, just have the keep on the talent for do it. I mean, have the knowledge and the education how to put the words together. So I used to do it, you know. So I'm a Rastafari where the teachings of Haile Selassie as an African youth is very important. It's everything to me. His Majesty is everything to me. My whole life is fashion and based upon His Majesty, Marcus Garvey, the Pan-African movement, and that my life is all about. And still, we are for humanity because the music that I sing, Europeans love it, Japanese, Chinese love it, people from Australia, people from all over the world, South America, Canada, America, everywhere in the world, people appreciate the message that I bring because His Majesty was for the entire globe. His Majesty is the King of Kings and an African leader. When he come to America and say, I'm the king of all Africans. But at the same time, when you read the teachings of Haile Selassie, you see say it was broad-based. He might talk about world peace, until the philosophy, what all one race superior, another inferior. Bob Marley sing the song, everybody know the song. When you read a speech like that and many others that he has, then for sure you say, I think about the globe, so he's almighty. You know what I mean? We declare the supreme being in His Majesty. So that is me first. But because I was born in Jamaica, under the Jamaican culture, which is Afrocentric same way, and we get the genre like different genres from ska to rocksteady, and me find myself in an era where, I remember I start out
as a DJ, a dancehall artist. We used to patronize Bounty Killer until we realize I'm gonna get the calling and realize the power of words create and words destroy. You know, me say reggae music because my band consider that. So maybe if I was born in Ghana or a different place, maybe it would be a different thing. But I think with the inspiration that I have, the message would remain the same. But I am proud and honored to be a reggae artist because people around the world know that reggae artists are revolutionaries and they always burning fire in the system, the evil system that rules. You know, them always trying to tell the people the truth and always fighting against oppression, no matter wherever it is, whether in Africa or the Caribbean or Europe, we fight against it. You know, we need truth and right, equal rights and justice. So that is me in a nutshell, you know?
Rastafari. Yes, my king.
Yes, I.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, my people, we're reasoning with Mark Dyer, better known to the item as Warrior King. Yes.
Warrior King.
Yes, Farai. Yes. Great vibes. I want to thank there again, you know, for
thank you. Thank you.
Taking the time, my brother.
Man, I must thank you for having me. Yeah, man.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to sit. No, man, always a pleasure with me to talk, man. Because he's a man, he's a brother with respect to the maximum. You know, because I always tune into interviews. Sometimes I put it on my TV in the room and me and my empress will lay down and watch different interviews what you're doing. We get a lot of inspiration because we are like the bee, you know. You know the honey bee get pollen from different flowers and plants, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
we don't feel like we know it all. We're always learning. We learn from all my children, them something amazingly, them teach so much sometimes. You know, patience, all kind of things we learn from them, and sometimes this is something I wonder where them get that from. So we learn from the animals, we learn from the plants, so we're open-minded and always willing to learn. From somebody talk something positive and truth, you know, your conscience alone tell you say you can't, if you can't close up to knowledge, you know. And I want to take the time out to take thanks to all the people who've been supporting Warrior King and reggae music and or appreciate love the Rastafari vibration across the globe, you know. From them time till now. You know, you have enough Rastaman that is where inspire the youth and on the forefront like myself. We have to pay credence to them too. Maximum respect to Muta Baruch and all the great men and women who have contributed and set the foundation on which I stand up on today, you know. And people who want to follow me on Instagram and social media, you know, it's Warrior King 9 on Instagram, Warrior King 9 on Twitter. I have the Viva page where I work on now, Warrior King 9 Viva. And for your Google Warrior King, you can get me on Facebook and you see anything you want to know what I'm doing or where I'm going or what I'm up to. You know, and you can look forward to the Warrior King Foundation. Because recently in Jamaica, there's a lady named Miss Brown, Julia Brown. She had some house issue, a termite that you don't know. She never have a place. When rainfall, all that house went up and she had children. So we partner with Food for Poor and Boom, and we come together and make it possible that she can have a nice accommodation. So I them thing that I love to be a part of. So any people know charitable foundation and charitable things that matter for people we need, because you know the Rastafari creed is about helping the elderly, you know, make sure so the youths are all right, feed the poor and needy. You know the whole thing go. So we love to be a part of those things. I'm say IjahStars, give thanks for having me, and give thanks to the people who support me, and give thanks to the people who tune in right now. Enough respect, maximum respect. And everything I do, acknowledge him. You know, in my father's house, I'm in a mansion. People see God through different ways. Like Marcus Garvey said, if the white man see God through spectacle, you know, so be it if it's yellow man or whatever. I mean, even like to use the term color, or we rather use European or the African or whatever, you know. But I and I, as African people, have to start to see God through the spectacle of Ethiopia. You know, we are see through that spectacle from them time till now. But we encourage all the people, Afrocentric people especially, to start to see God through your own spectacle. You know, because remember, you know, when we go to school, you know, we're going to school and history class, more and get 100%, you know, because my mother's strict, you know. So even though I give me a little trouble, I do my DJ thing from school. When parents, teachers, they come, if things are right, my mother keep me looking for them, my friend, and I can't afford that. So because of that now, I have to make sure I'm good at school, you know.
True.
So I go from history class, where I learn about Homo sapiens, man, evolved from Homo sapiens. And the same school curriculum I learn about what you call it now, Adam and Eve story. So it's very contradicting, and at the same time you have to try 100 by each of them to get a good average. You know, so people have to open their mind now and see the reality. When you're looking at the dictionary and how them define black and how them define white, there's a imbalance, things wrong, you know, that need to be adjusted, you know. So you have to open minds
social
now,
construct.
The system, pandemic, you see the world. Yeah, man, definitely 100%, man. I'm not take up too much of the time. No, thank you for having me. We give thanks for the moment. I hope next time we can catch up again and all a joy. I remember the new song, African Love, is out. You know, a song produced by Carver Genius. It's a collaboration with myself and a very wonderful, talented African artist, female artist by the name of Miss V. So you can check her out, you know. Miss V, her Instagram handle is Miss V GH, you know. GH is for Ghana. So you check her out. The beautiful song, share it, spread it, because it's that song is done for a tribute to the African men and women all over the world who have not lost them way, especially, and continue to make this world a beautiful place. See? So pick up yourself in general and keep up the good work. May the Most High continue to bless you, and may your food basket never go empty. Right? Rastafari live in the rain. I know me I do my part in my own way. And when me on a mission, I appeal to the people them. If you see me do something wrong or out of line, don't be afraid to stop me or send me a message on Insta. If you see me in person, you don't be afraid to stop. I'm a people person. You know that IjahStars, right?
Yes, I. Yes,
I. People person. People can talk to me when I stuck up, you know? Yeah, because, you know, I remember His Majesty have a speech when he talk about leadership, you know. Leadership doesn't mean domination. And a real, true leader really have to take counsel from his people, but at the end of the day, he must make a decision, you know, which is right. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes. So bless up yourself. Thanks for having me. See? Rastafari. See? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm praising Rastafari every day. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Righteousness will always lead the way. Make a joyful noise unto Jah. Praise him with the timbrel and the harp. Make a joyful sound unto Jah. Be careful of what you say. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. In the beginning was the word that saw creation began. Words free the people from the dungeons and the slum. I just start a play this beautiful song. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm praising Rastafari every day. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Righteousness will always lead the way. Oh yeah. Many are called, but the chosen are only few. And you can know them by the works and the things they do. Watch them, watch them. What kind of message that them are saying? None of them are wolf and I pretend them are pretend. Watch them, watch them. I just start to trust none of them. Emperor Selassie, I go on the whole of them. Give thanks for the day. Give thanks for the night. There's so much to say just to make things right. Like praying for the cripple, the dumb and the deaf. My brothers and sisters I could never forget. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm praising Rastafari every day. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Bless and give thanks and praise it.
Rastafari, Warrior King.
Big up Leslie.
Yes,
yeah,
I.
Big up the Roots Warriors. Big up my wife. I'm a queen. Yeah, my whole team. Bless and love.
Yes, Warrior. Manners and respect. Bless up the whole team in general. More love, more strength. Continue to do what you do. You know what I mean? We love what the eye is doing, my Lord. We love the principle and the reverence what the eye all within the order of Rastafari. So, more love and strength to the eye family, my Lord, in abundance, you know? More dominion.
Thank you. Same to you.
Rastafari.
Family, you know?
Rastafari.
You see, put up a picture of your wife the other day. You see, put up a picture of your queen and I said, this is the queen of my palace. I love that.
Rastafari. Natural.
Love that. See?
Give thanks, Jah.
Yes, I love my Lord.
Yeah, man. Bless up the Empress, you know? Yes, I.
Empress, man, give thanks. Yeah, man. 100%. 100%.
Rastafari.
It's a Jimmy Smith sound production.
Rastafari.
And we got to be that light. And do what's right. For our children. And our children's children. Rastafari.
Love, we all need love.
Yeah, we are moving that one, Azina.
One perfect love.
One perfect love.
The world is love.
Want to thank everyone who take the time out today.
Love.
Manners and respect.
One perfect love.
Peace and love, you know?
What's the solution to all this confusion? The world is love. One perfect love. Too much destruction. War is not the solution. The world needs love. One perfect love. Hey, what's the solution to the problems of today? The blueprint laid by His Majesty. Communication, cooperation every day. Got to be a fool in every way. Hey, the burning bridges and building walls.
Babylon wall, we love to fall. Too much innocent end up a mud. Too much mothers are ball. What's the solution to all this confusion? The world is low. One perfect love.
One perfect love. Check you out later, 9 p.m. tonight.
War is not the solution.
Another hour and 13 minutes will be live. Mota Baruka would be our special guest.
Love on the corner. We need a
So whatever they are them to make sure so no tune in. And next hour and 15 minutes from now, we're live with Mota Baruka.
love is what the whole world needs. Please let it flow like the cool.
Manners and respect, peace and love. Selassie Jah, Rastafari.